Hey, this your boy Deezy, man. Y'all already know what it is. Y'all tuned in to KvscTV, man. Shout out to my boy Charms, man. We on the set. Let's get it.
Where I'm from, we rock loyalty. But in these streets, my nigga, it ain't no loyalty. And lately, I've been going through it with my family. I think I'm losing my sanity. I done lost some partners, and it's getting to me. Looking over my shoulder, hoping that police don't shoot me. Cause my life matters to somebody, and they can't lose me. This life I'm living so confusing. Swear this life that I'm living, it gets so hectic. I'm tired of seeing my brothers get shot.
It's your boy Charms, aka C Harms. You are now tuned in to yet another episode of KvscTV. Here with the one and only, man. It's the homie, man. Go ahead and tell the people your name and where you from, man.
They already know, man. It's your boy Deezy Matt, mixed by Matt.
Tell the
You
people.
already know, man.
You know where you from, man. And I know you Peachtree proud, but like really tell the people what it was like for you growing up where you from.
Everybody know Matt be the country, man. I came straight out down peach trees, man. You know what I'm saying? Working for Kemp, you know what I'm saying? Hey, like my first job coming up, like working for Kemp and working for the straw man, Mr. June Wright. You know what I'm saying? So came straight out the country. You know what I'm saying? Baltimore in me. My people came from Maryland. All my people from Maryland though, really. So my family really originated in Maryland. You know what I'm saying? So, but we migrated to South Carolina though. But that's where I'm from, South Carolina. You know what I'm saying? Born and raised in Macby.
Word. So what was it like, man, growing up in the household when you know your people are from somewhere else, but you here? Is it different culture wise? Like, do they do things different, or was it anything that you noticed? You know what I'm saying, like coming up?
Hell yeah, shit. It's like night and day with us, and like me and my brother, my oldest brother, like it's like night and day with us. You know what I'm saying? Cause them boys loud and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, and then you know Maryland people eat a lot of seafood and shit. Yeah. We like seafood down here, but we like a lot of fried shit down here. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Southern fried shit. So it's like night and day, man. Like for me, really.
Yeah. Bet, man. So my biggest question, man, because I know a lot of people shout you out. You know what I mean? What has it been like, you know, coming up for you as far as you're an artist? You know, you mix, you engineer. Like, which one came first, bro?
Shit, it was like, man, shit, I really wasn't even thinking about rapping, Charles, to be real, bro. Like, I was playing sports and shit, bro. I was in sports and shit, bro. I was a basketball nigga. I love basketball. It was my first love, so
yeah.
I always loved basketball, but shit, I just picked it up one day. You know what I'm saying? My homeboys put me on the rapping and shit. Like, I wasn't really taking that shit serious or nothing. But then when I got into it, I was like, shit, the shit was fly. The shit was real, you know what I'm saying? Real smooth, you know what I'm saying? And motherfuckers were loving that shit. So I kept getting into it, but I wanted to better my sound too. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of niggas was going and getting their shit mixed and paying for it, and I ain't gonna care. I just didn't have the bread. You know what I'm saying? I didn't have the bread to get in the real studio, so I jumped on YouTube, literally, bro, and learned that shit myself. Like, literally.
So you started off being an artist, and then you went to mixing. So it's like, for some people, man, that self-taught, man, is a little difficult. You know what I'm saying? How did you manage to not only learn it, but to build up your clientele as far as niggas that wanted to come and shop with you?
Just like, I never wanted my shit to sound messed up. So I was going to keep working at it until I got it right. You know what I'm saying? So I was going to keep working regardless. But me, I just wanted the other people that was trusting me with their music to feel the same way. Like, oh, he ain't going to send me out sad. Like, if it's if you in the studio slacking, like, I'm gonna tell you, like, bro, I'm gonna tap on you, like, pow, space bar, you gotta do it again. You know what I'm saying? Let's get it, bro. You feel me? Like, we working, like, this ain't no game. You feel me? Like, you want the money, we gonna get it.
Right.
But you gotta work though.
So how long would you? Cause you're pretty young, man. So like, how long would you say you've been at it?
Shit, I'm coming up on about 12 years messing with music, man.
How old are you?
27.
Man, you young, man.
27, man.
That's what's up, man. So like, mad niggas know you, man. Like, and I've seen you in some spots. you feel me, off from home. You know what I'm saying? So like I know that grind in you for real, but like how did you build that up, man? How did you get your name known like that? Is it networking or is it just the quality of work? Like, you know what I mean? Tell me a little bit about that.
Really, bro, just being me, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like I'm a one-of-a-kind type of person. I don't feel like you're going to find another me wherever you go. So, like, I'm going to link with people. And people going to mess with me. Like, I done learned that about myself. Like, I'm a magnet. So, a lot of people want to be your friend, but you know you still got to watch out for whoever you got to watch out for, but the shady ones. But for the most part, bro, like, I deal with people how I deal with them.
Yeah.
And I leave it at that. I leave it on that type of level.
So you got 12 years in, man. Like, what are some of the pros and cons that you've experienced in the game?
Some cons, I'm gonna go ahead and give you the cons out top. It's a long grind. Like just to perfect your sound or get it halfway the way you want it, bro. Like it takes some time, bro. Like, but not now, not in this generation now, but you know, back in 08, 09, like you had to really work and put that working time into your music, bro. Like, but now they got things that just mix it for you.
Yeah.
Just mix the music right straight
Shout out to Lander, man.
Shout out to Lander. Shout out to E-Master. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna put y'all on the other sauce, but I got some tips and tricks too up my sleeve. But you know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna let them know everything though.
Right. So what are some of the pros?
Shit, man. People know you, basically. Yeah. Everybody that want to be a rapper basically wants some type of attention that they not getting. So, you know what I'm saying? At one point in my life, that was me. Yeah. I wasn't getting the attention I needed somewhere in my life, and music filled that void for me. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? In a big way, too.
So what would you say keeps you going now? What's the drive now?
Young cats now, man. I can say the young cats now. Because it's like, bro, I've been working for a minute, and it's like, bro, like I'm almost like 2 decades in this thing. Yeah. So I done seen, you know, a lot of artists come and a lot of artists die off, local wise, like industry wise. Seen a lot of legends in the game, living still, some gone. So you know that keep you going in itself, really. Trying to build a legacy, something other than just, you know, oh, he was this, he was that. I want to leave something concrete so people can listen to it years and years down the road, you know what I'm saying, and appreciate it for what it is.
Yeah, true indeed. So, like, from what I can tell, man, you know, even though you're a young dude, you got a lot of depth to you. You see what I'm saying? And I wanted to quote some of your lyrics, man, so you could kind of fill me in on what kind of mindset you was in when you was, you know, making the song and how you approached it. It was like, I done lost some partners and it's getting to me. Looking over my shoulders, hoping the police don't shoot me. Cause my life matters to somebody and they can't lose me. This life I'm living is so confusing. I think that came from the single that you was pushing for the album Chosen, right? Right.
That's still coming. It's on the way. That's still the single I'm pushing. It's over 100K streams right now on Spotify, Apple Music, so go stream it. But
yeah, so yeah, give us the title, man, and tell us a little bit about how you approached that, you know what I mean, and the mindset you had to be in to take it there.
The song called Where I'm From, and in the song I said, where I'm from, we rock loyalty, but in the streets, it's no loyalty. That's a true statement, because like I said, going back to what I was saying earlier about watching out for snakes and people that really don't mean you no good, like, you just gotta watch out for it, you feel me? Because there's a lot of them out there, and they'll pretend good, they'll pretend well, but my life matters to somebody, and they can't lose me. Like, I got a mom and dad too, just like everybody else.
So, you know, for the people watching who might not have had the opportunity to speak with you personally or work with you yet, what game would you give them as far as that business end goes? Like, what are some of the things that you've learned in your trials and tribulations as far as the game go? What ducks should they be trying to get in the row before they really take this thing serious?
Really, man, your copyrights. Your copyrights and your BMI, ASCAP, whatever that may be, go ahead and get that in the row first. Your publishing and stuff. So you got that out the way. So anything that you got, you own it. You know what I'm saying? From the jump, off the top.
Yeah.
That's the first thing I would tell them. And the second thing I would tell them is like, if you don't like something, don't do it. Somebody trying to tell you something, make you do it, don't do it. If you want to do it your way, do it your way. You don't have to listen to anybody. It's your craft, it's your art. And you do it your way, you feel me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
True indeed, man. So, and speak on how important it is having a producer versus the YouTube beats.
The money, it's not yours. And you gonna be sued for it if you try to sell it. Some people get off now. You got some people that get off, but what's the use in that? Like, producers are part of the game too. They got to get paid too. We all looking to get paid, so everybody eats. You know, it's enough money out here to go around. All these producers get millions and millions of money, millions of dollars. I mean, and for what? They beat sound just as good as my man's down the street beats. So why ain't nobody paying him M's?
Yeah. What do you think it is, man, on like why that relationship ain't happening with artists and producers?
What I want to say, man, what's the word for it? Scenery, is it scenery or the environment? It's the environment, man. It's a lot of hatred in the air, man, for whatever reason.
Yeah,
for whatever, and Max saying this, for whatever reason, there's a lot of hatred or bias in the air for this producer, that producer, this engineer, that engineer. Man, it's enough money out here for everybody, man.
True indeed.
For nobody to have to hate on anybody.
Yeah. Yeah. That's what's up, man. So, back to kind of touch on, the single that you're pushing. Mm-hmm. When you said, you had to watch your back to make sure the police don't shoot you, that was prior to everything that's going on now. You see what I'm saying? And I don't know if a lot of people are aware of that. So to me, it just kind of shows that you've been in tune, with what's going on in the world anyway. Like, what's your views on what's happening right now?
Man, hey. Messed up people in positions of power, man. That's what happened. When you got a lot of people in positions of power, just like I was saying earlier, like the snakes and the people that don't mean you any good, yeah. That's the end result that you get. But we knew going in. So it's almost over though. We almost home. You know what I'm saying? We almost home. November, we almost home. January, we almost home. So
you feel like it's important for people to get out and vote?
Yeah. And some of my homies don't feel the same way. But I respect that. I respect their position on it though. You know what I'm saying? Like, some of my homies feel like it's not good for no people. They even get involved in politics. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And I can respect that too.
Do you feel like, is that something that you kind of shy away from in your music, or is that something that you embrace and put out?
No, I embrace it. Because I feel like, police, like everybody say, man, police biggest gang. And people know that. Like, it's been going on. Like, I do a lot of research and stuff too. Yeah. Like, for you to, like, spray people with water hoses and stuff like that, like, that's inhumane. Like, that's animalistic actions. Like, but we the animals, though. We're the ones. I don't understand it.
Yeah, it all, the whole pop shirt you wearing and everything kind of all makes sense now. So, like, what would you say was your image, I guess? Like, you know what I mean? Like, what do you, because you got your trap rappers and your backpack rappers, but where do you feel like you stand in a place where people kind of like labels? Like, what would you say, style-wise or image-wise, just like, is Deezy Mac as an artist?
I'm a real life rapper. Like, I just talk about stuff that's going on around me. And then I like, it just relates to what other people got going on in their life. Yeah. That's why people feel me.
Or because you've seen a lot of the mainstream art, well, artists in general, kind of like jumping on the Black Power bandwagon all of a sudden and pushing these songs. But then there's an individual like yourself. Like I said, you spoke on these things. Excuse me. Prior to George Floyd and the riots and then the protesting. Right. Like, has that always been something that was dear to you?
Oh yeah, it's been a F-12 bomb in probably like half of my songs, man. I probably say F-12 like 20 million times. And I don't know if people heard it or not, but That's just how it is. Cause I done seen my people done dirty in my face. You know, and they'll show you how dirty they is, and show you that when they got you in a position, it's nothing you could do about it either.
Yeah. So when the majority of the people who consume hip hop are white America, do you think that affects your decision on what songs you put out or what you push? Like, would you say that kind of has some kind of effect on it? Because I know you still, you definitely go hard at your, with your message. But is that anything you ever consider? Seeing as that, like I said, the majority of people who actually purchase songs are either like women in white America. You see what I'm saying?
I've been told that. And it's like, people has told me, I need to calm down with my message. Like, a lot of times, like, you would have seen me, so like, I done got banned off Facebook for saying certain things, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like,
I've seen some of them posts, man.
Feeling too strong in the moment or whatever, but, but that's just my opinion, man. Sometimes people say stuff in the moment that they don't really mean sometimes. But most of the stuff I say, I pretty much stand on it. If I said it, I pretty much mean it, you know what I'm saying? I will, apologize for being rude or whatever, but that's just what it is. If I'm telling my truth, then
it is what it is.
That's just like Corey Wise. Yeah. He would not say that he did what they accused him of doing. Like, he wouldn't say it. So that is what that is.
That's what's up, man. So where do you see Deezy Mac in the future? What's the goal? What's the vision? Is it, building a studio and doing that full time? Or is it, becoming more focused on your artistry? Like, where do you see the future for you?
Yeah, really, man, CEO status. I want to be a boss, man, a CEO, man, like, of my own company, and work with other brothers like yourself, and produce different producers and different engineers, and come together and build an empire. You know what I'm saying, for South Carolina or the PD, where I'm from. I'm from the PD, so you gotta crawl before you walk, though. Yeah. And me, I see myself as being a boss. The next 5 years is really gonna be tested, cause I'll be 30 in 3 years. So everybody wanna be straight by the time they 30. Everybody you supposed to work in your 20s and ball out in your 40s or whatever, however the saying goes. But I'm trying to just ball out, whenever.
So, how has the coronavirus affected what you got going on? Has that had any real impact on you?
Shit, they paying me. I ain't got nothing to say about that.
What do you mean when you say they paying you?
They paying me, man. I ain't got nothing to say about that. I'm sorry to everybody that lost somebody, and cause it's serious. It ain't nothing really to joke about. Like, they paying me, but it's serious. Like, people dying and stuff, man. So anytime people losing their life, man, it's something serious, bro. You know what I'm saying? I feel like, and they need to be paid attention to, cause it ain't nothing light, man. For real.
So how has business been? People still showing up to the studio and purchasing studio time, and how are you handling that? Are you taking precautions, to be safe and to keep people safe?
Well, right now I'm kind of mobile. I'm mobile right now, you know what I'm saying? With me being back and forth between spots and all, but business still booming. People know I engineer at other spots too. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So it's still booming, man. My same clientele gonna mess with me, so shouts out to everybody that be showing me love too, man, on the mixes. Everybody that done spent their money with me, I appreciate it.
Big facts, man. So talk about the album a little bit, man. What can we look forward to from you with that project?
Chosen is like it's like a collection for me, a collection of songs versus a mixtape or an album, because every song got an in-depth meaning to it. Right. About something in my personal life that I'm going through. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like it's something different for me versus the whole club turn up and what I'm saying, other songs like that, swagged out stuff, and I just feel like I got a more deeper message now, and my words got more of a powerful meaning to them. Yeah. So I'm trying to use my tongue wisely.
So why title it Chosen?
Cause I'm chosen for it. Cause my homeboy told me, he said, man, something had happened one time, man. Long story short, he was like, if don't nobody say it, man, I can always depend on you to say it. Like just take it there, man, cause I'm gonna take it there. Cause I'm chosen for that. Like, I'm gonna speak. I wasn't raised not to speak. A lot of my peers will be quiet when they think it's time to be quiet, but I'm not gonna be quiet. I'm gonna speak out. Even when you wanna be quiet, I'm gonna speak out for you too.
Facts. What's up, man? So, like, what do you think your fans appreciate the most about you and your music? Is it that you're outspoken?
No, I just feel like anything I say, they know I did it. 'Cause I might say some funny thing, something funny in a song that might have happened one time or instance, or say something like, cause it's all some round the way stuff. If you listen to my music, it's all about Maccabee. It's all about me coming up in Maccabee and doing little stuff in Maccabee and just speaking on it. You know what I'm saying? I just put a little sauce on it. That's it. You know what I'm saying?
Like, no lie, I think, like I was telling Zebo, man, you know what I'm saying? I think everybody knows somebody from Maccabee, yo.
Gotcha.
It's crazy.
Right. And I bet you it's a right. Shout out to the Wright family, though. Like I said, my first job, Bill and Star with Mr. June Wright. So, shouts out to them. Yeah, big family over there.
For real, for real. Oh, yeah. That's what it is, man. So, look, anybody looking to, find your music or be in tune with what you got going on, man, how would they find you?
All the streaming platforms that you get music now. Apple Music, Spotify, the basics. TikTok, I'm on now. Instagram, I'm on now. You know what I'm saying? Run the royalties up. Shoutouts to United Masters. You know what I'm saying? Y'all already know what it is, man.
Yeah, to touch on that a little bit, you've done business and been associated with a couple labels or managing groups. Like, how did you go about getting into them situations? Did you jump on the internet network yourself, or how did that go?
I was with a company called a label called South Ent out of Charlotte. Shouts out to my man Russell Miller, and he hit me through my man's Billy DeWitt. Soul, shouts out to Soul too, cause Soul put me on, and he hit me up one day cause he heard my music, and then he said he wanted to sign me to a little 10-day, so to speak. You know what I mean? So we did some business, some dibbing dabbing, did a couple shows. You know what I'm saying? Did some singles, and it was what it was, man. It was a good time. So
what did you take away from that, experience-wise, that you would advise anybody else getting into that situation or looking to be signed? What would your advice be?
First of all, like, when you come into the label, you got to understand, like, it's other artists than you. But you can't look at it like, everybody in the game, everybody competition. But you can't look at it like that. You got to let your work ethic speak, because you're going to work regardless of whether you got this deal or not, because once upon a time you didn't have a deal. So you got to keep working. You got to keep staying hungry. You know what I'm saying? You got to treat the label like camaraderie. That's how I looked at it. I didn't look at it as no other way. I looked at it as me going in with a bunch of other artists, and we doing shows. You know what I'm saying? Like, and we rocking them. So,
Right.
Shouts out to everybody that was in that count, though, DSC count.
Yeah, man. It's nowadays you see a lot of people wanting to take the selfish route because they don't want to share the stage with anybody. But from what I've learned in my experiences in the game, you're gonna need some help, man. You see what I'm saying?
I just told somebody that the other day.
Yeah.
I just told somebody that the other day. You know what I'm saying? Everybody in the world needs somebody. Even people that got it on their own and this, that, and the third, when they got to where they going, they needed somebody to help them do something.
Yeah.
Because they didn't understand it all. Nobody got it all. So you're going to need some help.
Facts, man.
And me, I'm just trying to be like the gatekeeper.
Yeah.
Like, yo, I'm going to help you. I'm going to go ahead and help you on this end. So when you get to them people, you ain't got to worry about them people saying this, that, and the third about your music. Because it's already on tap. Right. They just got to tap in with you. That's it.
So are you an advocate for independence, since I know you push ownership and being, knowledgeable as far as the business goes versus chasing a label deal? which would you prefer? Because it seems you did the label thing, but now it's like with that experience, it's about being independent, or you still looking to get a major deal one day?
If I'm gonna do a major deal, like I said, shouts out to Zebo, cause we got a label, Peachtree ZNT, PTOE. Shouts out to the label. That's my home team, and that's real. That's a real label. Yeah. So like anything would have to be a joint venture. Anything, like, cause I'm gonna own everything on this side. The masters, I'm gonna record and do everything myself. You know what I'm saying? Like, even with a label deal, say they front you $1 million. Independent artists I'm thinking, okay, you give me $1 million, I'm gonna take 20 bands and I'm gonna record the hardest album out my state. And the rest of that's on cap. I ain't even got to pay that back, cause my album gonna do numbers. Cause I'm investing in it, right. And the people fucking with it. So right. Shit. That's how you gotta think. Man.
Cause a lot of artists, man, they make the music and never save any money to market the music. See what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Like, how important do you feel like marketing is?
Man, shout out to Young DCEO.
Oh yeah. Boy, like promo king, boy.
You already know, like self-marketing, man. Like, it's a plan, it's a plot. Like another big one, the baby, man. The baby self-marketed himself straight to the top. Right. And he just won best male hip hop at the BET Awards. Yeah. Something like that, yeah. Shouts out to North Carolina though. They got one.
Facts, man, they did. So who do you see coming out the Carolinas right now, man, that you really like? You know, you like the wave, you like what's going on with them?
Man, 9 times 10, I'm gonna keep it real. I love everybody. I got love for everybody in the state, man. But it's just something about that Hartsville music, man. It's something about that Hartsville shit, man. It's on cap. You know what I'm saying? Besides me and Z now, because you know,
hey, man, it's only right.
I love our music, man. I love my collection of music. You know what I'm saying? I love my music too, but I record a lot of people too. So you know, I see the up and coming. I see the next already before y'all see it with y'all eyes. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I see.
So do you think people know you more for being an engineer than they do an artist now?
I feel like really. Yeah. I feel like a lot of people think, well, he don't really rap no more like that. Cause people ask me to get on verses, and I'm like, man, I do a hook for you, man. I do a verse, something like that, man.
Right.
You know, sometimes you get lazy, man.
Is it because they business ain't in order, or you just kind of prefer not to?
Really, man. I'm trying to push everything I do and own it. You know what I'm saying? I ain't trying to play with it. Not no YouTube beats. I ain't trying to play with it.
So who are you shopping with for production? What producers is you rocking with?
Oh man, shoot. Got Black South Crack. Shouts out to Black. Shouts out to Key on the beat. Pusher, whatever y'all want to call him. Maze, my dog Maze. I shot with Maze too. Man, so many. My man's Medicated Drums. He from Newberry. Right. White guy to Newberry. Shouts out to Medicated. My whole new album is done by my man Super Trap Beats. So shouts out to Super Trap for doing the EP.
Okay. Haven't heard of him. Where you from?
I think he's like Birmingham. If he see this interview, he probably gonna hit me in the DM. But I'm gonna say he's from like Alabama or something like that, bro.
Word. That's what it is, man. If nobody else, you know, not this. Well, I guess to sound a little familiar, like your partner was saying, if nobody else, man, will tell you, I'll tell you, bro. You got it in you, man. Big facts, man. You know what I'm saying? And I definitely wish you all the success that you deserve. You see what I'm saying?
I appreciate it.
And I can't wait to see this movie that's gonna be your career. You feel me?
I appreciate you, man.
So look, man, you know, we're gonna go ahead and close out, but go ahead and let the people know where they can find your music. Tell the people your social media tags, and you know when the album coming.
The album is TBD right now. You know what I'm saying? I'll give y'all an official date a little bit later this year, but it's dropping this year. Believe me, it's dropping this year. I promise.
Corona or not.
I promise y'all gonna hear from me this year. I promise I got something to say this year for the year out. But same old thing, man. Instagram at 1Mac with 2 underscores. That's every site, Twitter, everywhere on music at. I got a website on www.1macworld.site.live/. Make sure y'all go give me some hits on the site too, man.
That's what's up, man. That boy working, man. Y'all know what it is. This your boy Charms, aka C Harms, and this has been KvscTV with the one and only Deezy Mac. You dig?
You dig?
This life I'm living so confusing. Swear this life that I'm living, it gets so hectic. I'm tired of seeing my brothers get shot down like lethal weapon. But that's how it is where we live. Gotta keep protection. I might get misjudged by the gun 'cause of my complexion.